Hello everyone, I am Nick from Bootstrap. In this tutorial, we are going to see how to write a custom UDP service on the platform. Let's go to the platform guide. Click on the data handling section and then the UDP input subsection. UDPs are predominantly used with older generation IoT or M2M devices. The platform easily handles these proprietary data. Let's first go and create this UDP rule in the platform. Go to the Rules engine and select UDP Rules and click Add Rule to create a new rule. I am naming this rule as sysinfo and the instance type as node singleton. There are separate tutorial videos which talk in detail about each instance type, and the link is given below in the description. Simply speaking, when you say node singleton, the service will run on every node of the cluster. Now I will say instances as 1 and disable it on boot. Listen host, I am going to listen to all the interfaces available on that machine. Listen port, I am going to say 5656. All the remaining fields can be left as it is. For now, I am going to specify 2 kilobytes as buffer size. One thing about the UDP input is, you could also create a multicast UDP service. If you enable multicast, you have to give the appropriate multicast group, and your clients can join the group and broadcast data. Let's save this. I am opening the sysinfo and pasting the code which we copied earlier. Let's walk through the code. This rule expects the data in a delimited format, and we have these values coming in. Machine ID, timestamp, number of CPUs, total RAM, free memory and JVM memory. I am now starting this instance. Let's go back to the documentation. What this program does is, it actually sends the data to this host port at a constant interval of 10 seconds. If you want to change the machine ID, or server host, or server port, or sleep interval, these arguments can be passed dynamically and customized here. I am copying this code, and this Java is called sysinfo client class. I am now going to create sysinfo client.java and paste the copied code. Save it and then compile it. Now, without changing anything, I am going to run this class. It started broadcasting the data. Let's go to the console, and we can see the data getting printed. Let's now change the argument 1, which is the machine ID, and pass the value as node 1. Now you can see the new data, with machine ID as node 1, getting printed in the console. Let's go back to the documentation. In order to better understand the packet's UDP datagrams, take a look into the Packet Context API. These are the API methods available for the incoming data. If you ever have to deal with old generation IoT devices, UDP input is the way to go. That's it for now in this tutorial. Please visit our website and learn more about the platform capabilities. Thanks for watching.